to the Fresh Dish. This week we watched America's Best Dance Crew Week 2.
The Nationals, folks.
And the first challenge of the season, the music videos.
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
Do you like the challenges?
I don't know. Here's the thing. First of all, I want to say thanks to everybody that answered our questions last week and the week before that. With the challenges, I don't know. Do you guys like that? I like it.
I happen to like it. I like when they have to step outside their comfort zone and do something different. And we're kind of used to it because they do it on So You Think You Can Dance.
Right.
And, you know, it might get kind of boring if we see the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
I want them to be well versatile and do something different.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I think you're right, because after all, we are trying to find America's Best Dance Crew. So by throwing challenges out there, it's the only way to really show which ones are going to step up and which ones are going to falter. That's true.
It's not America's Best Popper or America's Best B-Boy.
Right.
Right?
It's just a dancing crew, folks.
Or America's Best Jump Rope Crew.
Yeah, it's not that either. And hey, I have another question for you guys while you're at it, answering all these great questions. Thank you so much for doing that. How do we get tickets to the show? I've been looking everywhere trying to get tickets. Do you have like a cousin Vinny that gives you tickets, you know, out of his jacket, or what's the deal? Or
do you know Randy Jackson or Mario Lopez or somebody?
Somebody.
We are the Fresh Dish. We do want to go to America's Best Dance Crew.
Yeah, we want to see a show. That'd be nice. I don't know.
So look us up.
Yeah. So we started out the competition.
With your favorite.
With my very favorite. And I'll just say, before they even got started, just to hear their name first, that they were the first crew that was safe from elimination, makes me think they must have gotten the most votes. That just had to have been it. They just must have gotten the most votes. That's the only thing that it just makes me so happy for Poriotics. Did I say it right?
Yes.
Okay, I got a little slack this last week for, you know, calling their names different things, but hey, in the end, I have nothing but love for these guys.
Oh, you mean like Poriotronics or
Hooked on Phonics or, you know, Tyrannosaurorix, whatever you call it. Yeah, but Poriotics was awesome. And guess what? They had a prop this week. And you know what that prop did? It made what I thought of them, which was this high, adding the prop this high. Okay? That's the difference with the team that doesn't come in with the handicap off the bat. When you add a prop, then it's that much more. You know what I mean? And I loved it. It was great. I
was just thinking, you know what would have taken that prop over the top?
What?
A little bit of rain on the stage.
Ooh.
That would have been perfect for this crew,
that would have been deadly. Are you kidding me?
In the
what
end?
Are they going to do? Like run around with like slip-free boots or something?
No, in the end when they pop the umbrella up, then the rain
just goes... the rain comes down. I like that.
But maybe they don't need it.
Yeah,
right?
they don't need it. They don't need it. They didn't need it. It was really tight. Even in slow-mo, these guys were fast. Did you see that? Like some of those rolls that they did, it was like amazing. It was so quick.
That body roll.
Yeah.
The guy was dancing, the other was just like, what, rolling back?
Yeah, it was nice.
But you know what I don't get? Is the judges are underappreciating who they are as a crew now. Because they're saying they want more from them.
Right.
But if they give any more, they'll just be like anybody else. And they will no longer be Poriotics. With the story, with the making us laugh, you know.
Right. Well, here's the thing that I think. I think just like last season with Adam Lambert and, what was that, American Idol?
Chris Allen.
No.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Adam.
Every single week they praised and praised and praised and praised him, and before you knew it, it was like they were getting tired of it. They knew that he was in the top every single week. They knew he was going to go to the end. So I think they're trying something different with Poriotics. They see that they get the vote. They see that they're a great crew, so they're like, hey, why not? Let's pick on them a little bit because we know they're going to stick around, and then towards the end we'll praise them, and then people won't just get tired of us saying, ooh, you're awesome. You know what I mean?
Let's hope so. It just didn't seem strategic to me this week. They seemed like they were, you know, coming down on them a little hard, but...
All right. Well, what did you think about Jungle Boogie?
Shakira! Here's another challenge.
Yeah!
I really liked it, but I did watch it twice. The first time I watched it, I was a little thrown off because Raqi, she messed up the choreo. She was actually ahead of the choreo, and to me, I watched the rest of it, and that's all I can think about. So I give him a second chance, I rewind, and I watch it again, and then I said, okay, with that aside, I loved it. Right. I actually really liked it.
Yeah, you know what? They're a very animated crew, and they really put all their feelings into it. The only thing I gotta say is, okay, I understand Shakira. I mean, when I think of Shakira, I'm thinking of like Latin flavor, and I'm thinking this woman's like a cougar. You know what I mean? And Jungle Boogie's all about having like the animal stuff. I mean, I picked on them last week with the Kung Fu Panda thing, and then what do they do this week? They build like this really cool looking Lion King rock, and then one of them gets up and house. I was like, that's awesome.
I know.
You know, I really like that. So let's do a recap real quick. We've had Tony the Tiger. We've had a Kung Fu Panda. We have a wolf. We had the gorilla, right? I mean, I don't know. Will they run out of animals before the end of the season? I don't know.
They had to do that shout out for their group and for Shakira because, you know, she's kind of got that attitude.
Yeah.
But the rest of the choreo, I mean, they were doing a step-in challenge, so it was a little bit different than what we would have expected.
Yes. And a really hard challenge, you know, come to think about it, because not only do you have your timing right with the music, but then once the video hits, the video doesn't hit right off the bat. So if you're off a step or half a step, even to start out, then by the time that video comes, you could be off 2 whole steps, and then it looks really bad. So, yeah, that's a tough challenge.
And the video throws me off because I was catching myself watching the video, and then I thought, oh, wait a second, I'm supposed to be watching the dancers.
That's right. You're a blonde. You can't do more than 2 things at once.
Oh, don't even start with me. I can multitask.
All right. Enough of that. Let's move on to static noise.
Noise.
Static noise. What'd you think?
Well, they danced to a new artist, Little Boots.
Right.
You know, so that was kind of new for me. And then they had the carts.
Yes.
This is going to be something that people are going to be talking about because it's a prop on wheels. You can't pick it up. You can't move it. All you can do is push it.
Yeah. It's just a big old prop, folks. There's not much you can do with it.
No.
I don't think there's ever been a prop that big and that difficult before. So I really felt bad for Static Noise. And then the other thing was, I mean, I'm not that familiar with Little Boots, okay? But the song to me just seemed kind of cute. You know, it was like cute and kind of like this, like, you know, 16, 17-year-old high school, like immature kind of feel to it. So how much of explosiveness are you going to get from that?
So kind of 2 strikes against them, right?
Yeah, I felt bad for them, but I liked it a lot. But they had a lot of roadblocks put in front of them, that's all. But
they did make it work because when the carts were not part of the picture, they were really dancing really well, right?
And then Jay-Z said, it was like watching the video and that was good. So I'm thinking, oh, wait a minute, am I misunderstanding the challenge then? Because I thought the challenge was incorporate their choreo from the video, but it's like your thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if you just do what they did, then how is that really your thing?
No, it wasn't supposed to be exactly. That's how it did throw us off because they were showing the video and we were thinking they're supposed to be keeping up with them. But they were supposed to be doing their own thing. Right. So I don't know.
There you go.
And then the judges said, oh, I wish I would have seen you do more with the carts. What more can you do with them? Lift them up? What did they want?
Maybe they can go to the grocery store and maybe fill them up with fruits and vegetables or something.
Well, they did that already.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But hey.
Okay, I want to move on to Saltari. Doing a little shake it. He's going to not talk because really he doesn't have anything to say. Or do you want to say it? No? You want me to say it? Okay. You're not going to say anything while I praise them because I actually loved it. Now let's not forget that they did mess up. The girls, he's saying, I think they messed up twice, okay? When the girls were in the jump ropes and one was going to lift the other one. Two. One was going to lift the other one and I guess twirl her around and jump rope at the same time. That doesn't work. But the judges gave them some grace and so did I. Because did you see that trick where the guy and the girl, they were the ones that are twirling the ropes, they bend down and then the other 2 flip over them and they get in the ropes and they keep jumping. You're doing great, Ernie. Do you want to take a breath? No? Okay. And then the backflips in the rope. One did a backflip, awesome. But the second backflip where he did a handspring and then a full backflip into the rope and out of it, awesome! I loved it. I'm glad their judges gave them a second chance, but I do agree that they cannot mess up again.
All right, we done with that?
Yes! All right, I was excited. I had to keep going.
That's good. That's really good. Let's move on to Heavy Impact.
No, there's something you have to say about Saltari. Right?
If I get started, it's gonna be mean.
But they want to know what you feel. It's not always about the praises. Sometimes we have to be honest here.
Look, folks, here's the deal, okay? Ever since I was a kid, my dad taught me this one thing, and it's actually very fitting, because I don't know if you guys saw it in the audience, Manny Pacquiao was in the audience, you know? He's a big-time boxer, right? Here's the deal. When you watch a boxing match, if you really want to watch it, you have to watch it without any volume. Because what will happen is the announcers all think one thing, the crowd all thinks something else, and before you know it, you're allowing all these other things to affect your judgment when it's really just two people punching each other, right? So when it comes to dancing, it's the same thing. How are you moving your feet? How are you in rhythm? What are your hands doing, your arms doing, all that stuff? Is it in sync? Is it out of sync? What is it? You watch Saltari without any volume, you will fall asleep. You will fall asleep.
No!
You look at it, don't think about the music, the video in the background, anything. Just watch the ropes, watch their feet, and watch their faces, and you will fall asleep.
That choreo they had inside the ropes was awesome. It was like the video.
And here's the other thing. We don't know that much about ropes. We don't know what is a good move, what is a bad move. I mean, I know if I'm going to step right and I slip, that's a bad move. If the ropes land off sync from one end to the other, is that bad? Or is it just, that's how ropes are? I don't know, but watching it without any volume, live by the rope, die by the rope.
Oh, the quote of the day, that is nice.